Okay, so this is an explanation for the revision, exercise 1. Question says, given is the function fx is minus 3x squared plus 8x minus 4. And then question A says, point B with xb is minus 3 is on the graph of f. Calculate the y coordinate, yb. So what this means, the xb, that means that on the graph there is a point B somewhere. So for example, if I make a sketch, right, here's a sketch of this graph. Now there is a point somewhere, so maybe here there's point B. Actually it should be on this side, right? And then the x-coordinate is minus 3, so that means that this number here is minus 3. Now you want to know what is the y, so what is yb? So if you want to calculate that, the only thing you have to do is fill in minus 3 in the formula. So you get minus 3 times minus 3. Now remember, if the x is negative, you have to put it in brackets, like over here. And then plus 8 times minus 3, and then minus 4. So you can put this in your calculator. If you do that, you get, this is 9, so you get minus 27 here. And then here you get minus 24, and then minus 4. So that is, it's going to be negative. This is 28, 35, 55. So the y coordinate for point B is minus 55. So that is exercise A. Alright. Moving on, I'll explain the whole exercise. So exercise B, the question says, point C with xc is minus 8 is on the graph of f. Calculate the y coordinate, yc. So this is the same thing, but now you have a different number. So the only thing you have to do is fill it in into the formula. Alright, so plus 8 times minus 8, and then minus 4. So you only have to type this into your calculator, and there you have an answer. Yeah? So I mean, it's a bit useless for me to calculate it, but you can just put it in your calculator. Okay? Moving on to exercise C, it says, the graph of f has y-intercept d. Y is xd 0. So now it says xd is 0. But the question also says that d is the y-intercept. Now the word y-intercept means that it intersects the y-axis. Here the vertical one is the y-axis. Here it intercepts it, right? So when it's on the y-axis, on the y-axis, the x is always 0. Right? That was one of the things you learned earlier. If you have a y-intercept, the x is 0. And if you talk about the x-intercepts, then the y is 0. Yeah, it's always like the opposite. Because for example, if you have the x-intercept, which is over here, then the y is 0. Because here the y is positive, and then on this line it's 0, and here it's negative again. So the question is, let me read the question again. Why is xd 0? Yeah, because it's the y-intercept, basically. So a bit of a useless question. But we need to calculate yd. Right? So if you know the x, it's going to be 0, so you're going to fill it in. So then you have minus 3 times 0 squared plus 8 times 0 minus 4. It's going to be minus 4. So that's the answer for C. And then we're going to do exercise D. Lastly, it says calculate F4. So calculate this. And then it says is point 4 point minus 20? Is that point on the graph, yes or no? Alright. Well, this means that the x is 4, so we're just going to take 4 and we're going to fill it into the formula. Yeah? So you get minus 3 times 4 squared plus 8 times 4 minus 4. Now, if the outcome is minus 20, then this point is on the graph. Otherwise, it's not. So let's calculate what this is. It's minus 3 times 16 plus 32 minus 4. So this is going to be minus 48. Plus 32 is going to be minus 16, minus 4 is indeed minus 20. So the answer is yes, this point is on the graph. So this was exercise 1 from the revision, page 42. Thank you.